Hello, this is Annalisa from Faith's Dream Crate, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Easter card for you because Easter is coming up super quick. So I'm using the Newton's Nook Designs stamp set called Newton's Peeps, and it's super cute with kitties and little chicks or chickens. And yeah, so we're going to open it up and we're going to stamp the two images, the cat in with the basket full of chickens and then the cat with some chickens climbing on top of them. So I stamped those out in Memento Tuxedo black ink, and then I'm going to be bringing in my Spectrum Noir markers to color these up. Those are my go-to alcohol markers, and I love how it adds that pop of color to them and just makes the image stand out super good. So I just add the color until I am happy and blend it together. I'm definitely not a coloring expert. I just do what I feel looks good and go with the flow and have fun with the process. You can use whatever medium you like to color. Just keep having fun, keep exploring, and give yourself grace in the process as you learn in all of the different crafting supplies. So as I color this in, I just wanted to mention that I love this stamp set, and I'm actually going to be giving this to my almost 5-year-old. He loves cats. All of my kids like cats, but he especially loves cats, and he recently picked up some little plastic Easter eggs that are actually little chicks. The top part is yellow and the bottom part is like an eggshell, and you can put them together and take them apart and hide things in. You could definitely use them for an Easter egg hunt with chocolates and goodies inside, but he just likes to play with them and hide things in them. He had a gift card for Dollarama here, so he wanted to pick up a set of those, and yeah, the kids are having a lot of fun with those. So when I saw this stamp set, he actually hadn't got those little chickens before, but he loves cats. So I've been slowly collecting the Newton's Nook designs with their cats so that I can make some fun cards for him. And I feel like you could definitely stretch this stamp set further, especially the kitty with just the chicks climbing on top of him. The sentiments in here are chillin' with my peeps, you're one cool chick, happy Easter to my favorite peeps. But you could definitely pull in just happy Easter from another stamp set, or happy birthday, or thank you. This is such a cute set that I definitely think you could stretch it. I feel like even the little Easter basket could be just a basket of chicks and chickens all throughout the year. Definitely a fun set. I love to stretch my stamp sets more than just the designated theme that they were. It's definitely a good idea if you can. Think outside the box when it comes to your stamps. So I'm just going ahead and adding a few more details in, and then I will go ahead and color the second kitty here and get it all done. And I added red to the basket trim and the bow because my son's favorite color is red. You could definitely switch it up and add any colors you like here, and definitely color the cats whatever color you like as well. I am hoping to bring you a few Easter cards leading up to Easter. I just have to go ahead and film them. I have been filming a bunch of I've been filming a bunch of Recycle With Me cards, so I'm super excited to be bringing you those in the next coming weeks as well, or after Easter. I have a lot filmed and ready to go to bring you more inspiration, so stay tuned. If you are not subscribed yet, definitely hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload next, and you can be inspired and get some ideas for your crafting. So the kitties are all done. I fussy cut them off camera, and now I'm going to create a scene for them. So this is the Grassy Edges die from My Favorite Things. I'm going to take it out and use my Sizzix Sidekick machine to cut these out. It's perfect that they fit in there. So going to get that cut out. was just making sure I wanted to use the bigger one versus the smaller one. It comes with two. So I'm going to run this through. And then you're going to see that I actually am able to use both sides of the grass. So I just cut it off here, and then I can also use the other side, and you get varying effects. Okay, so now I'm going to create the scene, and I will have all of the supplies that I can list to you down below in the description box if you are ever curious and want to know. If I can't link to the grass, I'm not sure if it's still available, I will link to something similar. So I wanted to have the cats and their chickens peeping out behind the grass. So I'm just playing around with this and trying to make it work. I didn't want to take too much of the image away, but I wanted to have them a little bit hidden behind the grass. So before we start adhering everything down, I just wanted to go ahead and create the sky background for my scene. So I'm using a Distress Oxide color here to blend this on, and I'm blending this directly onto the card base. And then I will go ahead and add some water splatter with the Ranger Distress Sprayer. I felt like this was a spring day. Where I live, it is quite rainy and it is spring, and so I was going for that rainy spring day, or just the after the rain. It's still a bit moist and wet outside, but the rain has stopped. So I'm just adhering the kitty and its basket in behind the grass here, and it was oozing out a little bit, so I took a Kleenex and just wiped it away. Because it was such detail in the grass, it was just hard to not have that happen. So then aligning up the second grass, seeing where I want it to go, and getting everything into place. The second image was a little bit more challenging to place behind the grass because I didn't want anything to get taken away from the image, because you have so much detail with the cat's face and the two chickens. But I made it work, and I really like how this card and the scene turned out. Super simple. By adding the grass in, it really does set the scene. So just getting that all into place, and then I can move on to the sentiment. And I will be using the Happy Easter to my favorite peeps sentiment. So you're going to see how that comes into place here in a little bit. So then I'm just cutting off the extra grass, and then I will bring out my stamping platform to do the sentiment. Actually, before, I'm going to take my Spectrum Noir markers, and I am going to fix one of the parts in the basket. So where the basket and the chickens are, there is a little bit of white space, and I'm going to match that to my background with a blue Spectrum Noir marker, and they were falling on me. All right, so just here's that blue, and I'm going to just color in that small area around the chickens just to blend it in. It wasn't very noticeable, but I wanted to finish it off and do this. So once that was all done, I could go ahead and bring in my stamping platform and get the sentiment done. All right, so I'm going to be stamping the sentiment in Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I'm going to do it right there in the middle on the background. And I stamped it a few times to get a bold and black impression. And then to finish off this card, I felt like it needed a little bit more. So I went ahead and brought out the red pops of color. I believe this is the red apple. I'll have it linked down below in the description box for the specific color. So at first I added a line across on both sides of the sentiment, and then I flicked it to make them flatter and rounder. And then I decided to make a circle around the sentiment as well, just to add a little bit more interest and do something fun and different. And the circle is definitely not perfect, but it adds that 3D element and something fun and definitely ties in the red from the bow and the basket, and I really like how it turned out. And then I had added one more finishing touch, and I brought out the Spectrum Noir clear sparkle marker, and I added it on the chickens and a few spots on the basket. And that finishes up today's card. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. And I hope you come back for more inspiration, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.